lot of people around me when I graduated college felt like a lot of jobs or career paths were beneath them, especially highly ambitious people, but they don't really take into account how it will affect them long term, where sometimes you need to go through a difficult job that isn't as high of status to learn the skills and learn how to move up. And I had a ton of jobs that I hated, but they taught me a lot. And a lot of the time you have to work way harder in those jobs than a lot of other ones, where you may not work a ton of hours, but they make you work every second that you're on the clock. And I'm sure anybody who's worked in fast food or retail or anything like that can completely understand what I'm saying here. But it's things like that people sometimes won't get a job, or they'll take one that doesn't lead them on the path that they want to be going because they feel like the other one is beneath them. And I never had an issue with this, because every time if I just tried to own it, it helped a lot more and I was able to learn a lot more. And the way this translates to business is, everybody wants to create the next Facebook, Meta, Instagram. Wow, I sounded old saying Facebook, but you know what I mean, because I mean the conglomerate of Facebook, Instagram, all that. And when you want to do that, it's really difficult to realize that it's important to start small. And it's the same thing where a lot of people aren't willing to do the more embarrassing way. Despite I've been seeing a lot of these things online about how if you're broke or struggling or in a tough situation, you should have no shame doing any career path that you need to do at the bottom, even if it's embarrassing or whatever, to get yourself on the right trajectory, right? So for me, that's kind of how I see with my business. For example, it's copywriting for businesses, where it's just a basic service. I'm just providing copywriting for businesses. I'm writing their emails and all that stuff. And the little 3-step thing I've been noticing a lot of entrepreneurs taking is they do a skill for other people, or they learn a skill, do it for themselves / do it for other people, make a little bit of money, and then they teach other people or make a kind of small product about some education product or some small tool that helps people do that. For example, for me, maybe it would be something as simple as just hiring people to do the copywriting for me, or it would be I sell a template of the 100 best performing subject lines, something like that, right? And then step 3 is always a software, which in today's age, it would probably be an AI or something like that, which you need a lot of money to do that. And the middle tier is you just kind of need experience to do that. So a lot of people are trying to skip to the third one, where the first and second are absolutely necessary. You need the experience first to get to the second. And then with the second, you need to earn the money to be able to do the third, which is software. If you already have money, you can probably skip to the software, but you don't really understand the industry yet, so maybe not the best idea. But the point being, don't feel like needing to go through a less flashy era in your life to get to where you want to go. And a lot of people talk about don't buy the Lambo and the whatever. That has never been a concern of mine. But things like that have been a little bit more difficult, where it's just like, oh, that's your little copywriting thing. And for me, I know the long-term vision, but it is hard. It hurts in the moment because you want to do big things and show people you're doing big things. I'm not going to act like I'm above that. Of course I want to do that, but it's really difficult because people just see it as this little thing, whereas if I told everyone, oh, I'm creating this software that's going to change the world, whatever, it sounds a lot better. But is it really going to happen? Probably not, unless you go through the beginning part. That's my opinion, though. I don't know for sure, but that's kind of where I see things go. And it's just, don't shy away from being in, at kind of the bottom and moving your way up and leaving the kind of higher status things away for the time being, and just understand that you'll be able to get it when you get it.